What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? We got another banger right now. What's going on in the market? We're going to talk about it. We're going to break down everything. U.S. cut rates by 25 bips. This was a big move. However, Jerome Powell kind of threw a monkey wrench into it, and Donald Trump went to the Asian world and I think made a deal with South Korea. I think made a deal with Japan. However, just for clarity's sake here, we've had a deal with both of those countries since we announced it in July. So we don't really have a deal. So you're wondering why the markets are not moving, and it's a lot of it has to do with the fact that people are realizing, didn't Donald Trump just say this recently that we had a deal with South Korea? Didn't he just say we had a deal with Japan? Well, now he's out celebrating a deal that he just made yesterday with Japan and with South Korea. So people are looking at it and they're wondering, like, what is going on here? Like, why do we keep making the same deals with the same people? It's a very complicated process, okay? Trump tries to get in front of stuff and announce things before they're actually finalized. So the deals appear to be in place finally. Then he went to China, or actually he went to Busan and sat down with Xi Jinping, and they settled on a major purchase for the United States in soybeans and also in electrical components or resources needed to create electrical components. And then Trump lowered the tariff by 10% on China in order to make those deals as a show and a token of esteem, if you will, just to kind of let people know, hey, we are making a deal. So you should see some positivity out of that coming up real soon. But it's a complicated market. So we'll see whether or not this holds or not. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Let's get going. Before we go, TerraCasino.io for all your risk-based gaming needs. Folks, if you come over here and you start winning, put in the comment section down below if you've ever won anything on Terra Casino, how you're doing. You should be having a fun time. It's very easy to use. Terraport.finance for all of your meme coins and utility needs. You know as well as I do that it is the #1 DeFi platform in all of Terra Luna Classic. And by the way, I'm happy to announce that there's some stuff going through with Terra Pump. Tomorrow on the Friday show, I'm going to show you what's been happening here in the background. There's been some upgrades to Terra Pump and some integration, and I think you're going to be excited by it. Folks, do you remember when one trader turned a few $100s into millions with Pepe? Media outlets were writing about it. Cointelegraph had an article. They made a fortune on a single meme coin. And now we're talking about Pepe meme, which has raised over $1 million. It's raised millions of dollars right now, getting ready for a massive launch. Now, for those of you that understand what's going on here, Pepe meme is going to launch when the market really starts to ascend. On Twitter, Pepe has over 3.3 million followers, which is more than Pepe coin, which is the real one, the one that went up to billions of dollars. This one has more followers, and most importantly, it's in the very earliest stages. And again, they're looking to launch when the time, like they're trying to make you money. That's, you're frustrated by this market. They're trying to make you some money. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Connect your wallet, choose a payment method, buy yourself some Pepe meme tokens, and get ready for 1,000x, 100x, 5,000x, whatever. It's going to be a huge run. The more tokens you buy, the more units you're going to receive. These units are going to give you the right to participate in the largest airdrop in history, and this is just going to be the beginning. There's going to be tier 1 listings, so make sure that you get yourself some Pepe meme today. PepeMeme.io. Skipping on through to validators, over the last 24 hours, you've seen a little bit more going into Greenpeace. You're starting to see it creep up there. And by the way, voting against your interests. And these people, by the way, when you look around, you'll see where they're coming from too, by the way. It's no longer a secret. If we track it this way, you're seeing that it's coming from Interstellar, looks like maybe going into Greenpeace. You're seeing that it's coming out of all nodes, going into Greenpeace. Like, what are they doing? Why do they hate progress? Why do they hate profit? Why do they hate money? You got to ask yourself that question. Could be part of a grift somewhere. Now, the funding IBC relaying activity, as you remember, Greenpeace does not want any progress on this chain. He did vote no with veto. They hate your success. They hate your success. So delegate responsibly if this is what you want, if you want no progress, all we have to do is zoom out here. This is the Greenpeace lunk chart. Like, you can, not like it. You can be upset by it. You can be annoyed by it. You can be whatever you want by it. I'm removing all this kind of stuff here. We're just going to look at it raw. This is the bang up job that people like Greenpeace have been doing. This is the bang up job that Jesus is Lord has been doing. This is the bang up job that they've been doing on these charts. And by the way, people might be telling you, well, yeah, but that's the way all of the charts are. Not really. This is Pepe. Pepe's a goddamn meme coin. Bitcoin's just up only. Even Ethereum, not at the top of its range. Top of its range is going to be around $7,000 or $8,000, but it's around 4,000. So when they tell you it's just the market, bro, it's not. It's what you do. What about Solana? Oh, same thing, pumping. What about Link? Oh, yeah, not that far away. Like, oh wow, that's pumping pretty hot compared to Lunk. Okay, there's no more excuses. The problem is the validators. And if you allow them to continue to control this thing, you get what you deserve. Let that sink in. All right, so down 5% in market cap on the day, and volume is about 12 million. USTC, same thing, down about 5% on the day, volume up 22%. Those are sellers stepping in to just sell. So, you know what I mean? Now, there is a conversation to be had over here. You can see it right above my head, and it's about the pardoning of Duke Quan. We're not comparing the two, is what they're saying, but that there should be maybe some potential pardons for Duke Quan coming up very, very soon, which would be amazing for the communities. So yesterday's burns ended up being 61 million. So we got a little move back in the positive direction. 2 days from now, we're going to see another big burn from Binance. Probably rolls over into Monday or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll do it on Saturday. But we're going to get another big burn from Binance. Then we'll this number will go up. We'll have a better understanding of what's going on. And then we'll see what happens from there. So that's it. I'm going to keep this short for you guys today. Guys, if you don't do something about the validators and you don't start validating with people who support you, you get what you get. There's no other way to look at it. If you're validating with the people who are voting against your wallet, then you deserve to be broke. Full stop. You deserve to be broke. So decide who you're going to be. Validate with the people who support your beliefs. But I'm going to tell you right now, Greenpeace continues to grow. And that says a lot. A lot of people here want to be broke. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.